Hey everyone, this is PrinceBrightstar, and welcome back to Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. Oh my goodness, it has been, over a year since Chapter 7 released. We've gotten some mini episodes in the meantime, related to Hibana and a couple of other things that were going on. But this is the actual release of Chapter 8 for the story, and so we are definitely checking that out here today. Let's go ahead and get logged in and see if there's any messages just as we log in, because that's why I'm at the login screen here. So, hopefully everybody's doing well today here. Clear that out.
I do hope you like this.
And we'll clear that off. I'll take care of that later. I'm not sure if that's related to the story or not. Hello, I'm Known, a Alpha Environmental Researcher. Sorry to bother you, but I was hoping we could talk. Somehow, a cat has run off with some special equipment we've been working on. I can tell you more in person. I'll be waiting by the Central City West Gate.
Hey, do you read me?
Oh, okay, so they weren't. Here's Crawford.
I need to ask you for your help with an urgent matter. We received a call a moment ago. We're still looking into things, but this might get pretty bad. Can you hurry over to the command room? We'll go over everything here.
Alright, back to Central City we go. So we can chat with Crawford. And just for reference, I am still on the plan I set way back. We're just doing the story today, but let's get to it here.
Thanks for coming. It's been a while since I saw you all.
Yeah, it's been too long since I've been on a mission with you and Mammon.
Indeed. But unfortunately, the circumstances would appear to be less than joyous this time around.
Perceptive as usual, Manon. Well, let's jump right into it. I believe you're all generally familiar with the Altar Realm, correct? Quite a few Ark's defenders have already gone in and explored this mysterious realm we discovered a while ago.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't really know much about it yet.
You think we wouldn't
This
have?
Altar Realm is linked to Halpha via that huge dimensional rift that appeared out of nowhere one day. It's pretty clear it has something to do with the Starless. So, naturally, we've been looking into it with great interest. We lost contact with the research team a few hours ago.
You know, for a moment they were cutting off the top of my head there. Were they attacked by Starless?
That is very possible. After all, we strongly suspect a Starless presence in the Altar Realm. But in the last report we received from them, they did not mention seeing any in the area.
I'm sorry, what is wrong with Crawford?
They had standing orders to withdraw, if and when necessary.
He was just
Which
standing
means
totally still.
something highly unusual must have happened for them to disappear like that.
Hopefully it's just a comms malfunction. But something tells me it's not quite so simple.
The very last communication we received from them simply stated, "Something's off about this place." This seems to warrant a more urgent response than sending in a backup squad like we usually would. I need you to look for the research team and find out what's going on in the Alter Realm. Please, deploy as soon as you can. We're all counting on you.
And again, they're cutting off the top of my head.
Time certainly does appear to be of the essence here. As soon as you're finished getting ready, let's get to that dimensional rift thing that appeared in Ritem.
Alright, to Ritem we go then.
This connects to the Alter Realm Desert, where the research team disappeared, right?
Several teams have investigated the Alter Realm since it was discovered. But none of them have ever simply vanished like this. We can only assume that something must have happened. Are you ready? We should be careful.
The missing research team. Crawford has asked the heroes to search for the research team and investigate the anomaly in the Alter Realm. Let's get this going.
This place always creeps me out. I can never get used to it. It looks just like Alpha, but something's off. I can't put my finger on it. It's like something's missing. It just feels fake.
Yes. Let's keep an eye on our surroundings. We need to find that missing team.
Alright, we are off.
Wait! I think I see some footprints here.
Oh yeah! They're faint, but those are definitely footprints.
And it looks like several people. It's got to be the team. We should look into this.
But we have to deal with these enemies first.
Trial start. Success.
All finished.
Not
The
too bad so
analysis
far.
is complete. These footprints definitely belong to the research team. They're starting to fade, but it looks like they go that way.
Then our course is set. We need to make sure they're okay.
Are these new footprints? Thank goodness, looks like the research team is still safe. But if that's the case, why are... No, we need to deal...
Trial
We
start.
need to deal the enemy in front of us first. You mean deal with the enemy in front of us first? You know, I'm gonna bring the game audio down just a bit here. Yeah, I think that should be better here. I might pull it down even more. We'll see.
Success.
Looks like we took care of the enemies here. Indeed, let's follow these footprints to the east.
Hey guys, look! Is that smoke over there?
Yes. It looks like someone may have been fighting.
Let's go see if it's the research team.
Alright, let's see what we got over here.
Trial start.
More Starless.
I can hear something in the distance. It sounds like metal on metal. I'm pretty sure it's fighting.
The research team might be in trouble. Let's hurry and help them.
Success.
Okay, we made it to the destination.
Over there! I see something! What? Why are arcs fighting each other?
I don't know either. But they're the ones who are acting weird. Who are you, anyway? Hopefully you're not going to attack me for no reason like they did.
Why is the research team coming after us? Aren't we on the same side?
Incoming! Get ready!
They look infected by the Starless particles. Granted, this was seen in the trailer pretty quickly.
What are you doing? We're all arcs here, aren't we?
Forget it. They're not in any condition to talk. We need
Okay, what arcs can survive this much damage?
Trial start.
They're not teleporting out.
Success.
I remember when Code Abyss was on us, and they did teleport out immediately.
What? This doesn't make any sense at all. They're still coming.
What's the plan? We have to do something.
It depends upon what the actual situation is here. Do we fight or flee? Let's fall back and lure them back through the portal. Maybe whatever that stuff is on them will fall off.
Unfortunately, our retreat appears to be blocked. Perhaps if there is some other path.
Some other path.
Over there.
What? Why is it wavering?
Did she just pull a Risa on
It
us?
must be a dimensional rift. But why is it appearing here? I don't know. But we can go through it. This is no time for chatting. Let's go!
For reference, Harriet was able to speak through Risa whenever their eyes changed color. And that's what's making me think that.
We're back home, right?
There's no doubt about it. This isn't the Alter Realm. It's Halpha.
So this is Halpha.
Thanks for your help, but I don't think that's the immediate question here. Who are you?
Are you thanking me?
Yeah, I mean, you were already fighting when we got there, and then you helped us out, didn't you?
Not really. I was just running away myself.
But the fact is that you did help us, so thank you. My name is Aina. What's your name?
I don't know.
Huh?
I woke up lying on the ground with absolutely no memory. I have no idea what my name is, or even who I am.
Could you have been on the research team? Maybe whatever affected the team erased your memory too. What do you think, Manon?
That certainly is a possibility. In any case, whatever was going on with the research team back there was definitely not normal.
Right? They didn't even hesitate to attack us fellow Arcs.
Either they were overcome by some kind of strange stupor, or they were being controlled by something. We need to figure it out somehow.
Let's take care of who this is first, and then let's get back to the Alter Realm.
Agreed. Let's get moving. Well, what do you want to do? You might have been on the research team. Maybe we'll find something to jog your memory.
Something to jog my memory. Of course, we can also take you to the medical bay to check for any injuries, if you like. I'll go. I'll go with you.
Do you read me? I got a battle log that looks like you fought the research team. What's going on?
We're not really sure ourselves. All we know is that they just attacked us out of nowhere. And also, the girl who saved us is right here.
So, just a quick thought. This might be too early to call it, but the fact that they had been overtaken in some way to effectively mean that they were being mind-controlled. We've seen something like that fairly recently on this channel, haven't we? Those dedicated to Zio in Phantasy Star: The End of the Millennium. And of course, Zio was controlled by a Dark Falls. We'll see where this goes.
We'll explain everything later, but we met her in the Alter Realm. She seems to have completely lost her memory.
That's interesting. It sounds like I need to thank her for keeping all of you safe then. And while I am curious about her, our priority is finding out what's going on with the research team.
Right, and I should also explain myself. So the Dark Falls that Xion took with her at the end of episode 6 of PSO2, those are not the only Dark Falls that are out there. There's Dark Falls Hadaj from Phantasy Star Online 2S, and then there's Dark Falls Cave and Dark Falls Theatra in Idola Phantasy Star Saga. Each of those games is technically on the PSO2 timeline. So there were other Dark Falls out there even after the Primordial Darkness was defeated. So that's the other thing that has me going down this track right now.
We're thinking about heading back to the Altar Realm again. We can't just leave the research team there, you know?
Yes, Al is also a factor. Granted, they were on Earth the last we saw them, so I don't know if they would have had a direct way to get back to the Ark's universe or not.
Okay. But if you determine that they've lost their senses, and saving them simply isn't possible.
They might have made it, though, if Falag had helped them, or if they simply rode along with an Ark's ship that went to Earth at some point.
Then you might be forced to make a tough decision. Be ready for that possibility.
Right. We understand.
Alright, let's see what your deal is here.
If there's even one scrap of memory that I can get back, I'll take it. So, I'll go with you. I'll do it.
That is true. They basically kind of popped out of nowhere anytime they were invading any planet. And for reference, for anybody that doesn't know, Darker is the Japanese name for Falspawn. Alright, on to the next one. Chasing memories. After returning to Halpha, the heroes strike out in search of the research team once again, alongside the girl they met in the Altar Realm.
This isn't where we were before.
The unstable dimensional rift may have caused a slight distortion in space-time here.
We need to find that research team. Let's go. So, what exactly happened that led to you fighting with the research team?
I was there when I woke up and couldn't remember a thing. Nothing. Not my name, or even why I was there. I was looking around for some kind of clue when I saw smoke in the distance. And when I went out to look, they just attacked me without any provocation whatsoever. I see. Something has to be wrong with them.
Just for reference, I want to call this out. They led with altars in the first mission, and now they've led with lore enemies in the second mission, so that's an interesting choice to make, instead of Starless. Oh, and now we got altars and lore, so...
Stop. Something is coming.
What? What do you mean, something?
I don't know, but it's very close. Look out! Fight!
There's the Starless.
Trial start.
You wish.
Success.
Glad that's over.
I'm amazed that you were able to detect those Starless approaching even before we did. Those are called Starless? All I know is I had a bad feeling. And not only that, but you don't seem to have forgotten how to fight at all. They say a true master's body remembers. That must be what's going on here.
I have no idea what just hit me to trigger that counter. Ooh, we got a message pod. Alter Realm research team here, currently conducting investigation as planned. Comms with HQ were interrupted several minutes ago, likely due to environmental factors. Temporarily suspending investigation to prioritize securing return route. Further records to be left in data pods.
Was that message left by the research team?
We might be able to find some clues. Let's keep an eye out for more data pods.
It might have been. I get the feeling I should probably clear these out first, just so we don't get interrupted. Alright, let's see what this says. It's not possible. How could that person be here? We'll track to verify and attempt contact. We'll report in later.
That person... I guess they must have found someone that they wanted to track.
It's weird. The wording makes it sound like they knew whoever it was.
We should get in touch with Crawford. He would probably want to know about this kind of thing.
You're right. What? Comms aren't going through. Everything was fine a minute ago.
It looks like we have something else to take care of for now. Get ready!
Trial start.
One to go.
Success. Crawford here.
Oh, it looks like our comms are back up.
Everything is fine. Keep going to the interior. Then you'll find your...
Got cut off. I don't like it. Something's not right.
Okay. Okay, so then the PSO2 cloud version leak was actually true. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, Paulo, you're definitely dead on with that. So, for anybody that doesn't know, the cloud version had an image of that Crawford playing during the urgent quest that was available last week and the week before, I believe. It was the basically the update to the one that had released the year prior. So, but basically in the last few moments of that quest, Crawford was basically saying good luck towards the end of a mission rather than right at the start of a mission. So, yeah, I guess alternate Crawford confirmed. But the question becomes, in what way? Because the other thing that I said on Data on Zarks was possibly this might all be related to a parallel area. Anyway, we got a cutscene here.
I guess it was too much to ask to get my memory back. There's nothing here. Nothing's coming back to me at all. I don't remember my purpose. Not anything.
Wolf, you missed the appearance of another Crawford, basically, and this girl here, and Ark's attacking us. So, your purpose?
Huh? I didn't say that. Maybe you misheard.
Hey, are you okay? You keep sighing a lot. It seems like you're anxious about something. Are you absolutely sure you don't remember anything else? Even just a little?
I'd hardly call it a memory, but I do have this vague feeling that there's something I need to do. Something like a purpose.
A purpose? I wonder if that's at the heart of your memory issue.
It could be. But I can't remember. Everything is so hazy in my mind. I'll never get myself back as long as I can't remember it. I'll just be hollow.
I know. Why don't we give you a name? What'll it be?
Huh? What are you even talking about?
Well, I mean, how can you be okay with not even having a name?
It is true that a name would help facilitate communication.
Does it really matter? I don't need a name. I have nothing. What good will a name do me?
It's not true that you have nothing. You have some strange ability to save us every single time. Like that time with the research team, and then again with the Starless.
That's true. If it weren't for you, we might not be here right now.
Well,
If it turns out your memory doesn't come back, at least you can start making new ones if you have a name. So, that's why I thought it would be nice for you to have one. Back where I grew up in Aelio Town, we used to call the light of the star that ships used to navigate Lucia.
Light of the Star?
Yeah, and you're kinda like the light that leads us in the Altar Realm. So it fits. Hey, what do you think of the name Lucia for her?
I would say let's give her some time, and maybe she should choose her name once she thinks of one appropriate.
Me? Choose?
True. A name is a personal thing.
That's right. A unique name just for you.
Lucia.
Well, do you like it?
I don't know. But I guess it's not bad. Maybe.
Yay! And so begin our new memories together. It'll be so much fun, right, Lucia?
Yeah, I guess it kind of did, a little bit. But yeah, like I was saying before, there was always the possibility that there could have been parallel areas in play with New Genesis, especially, at least from what I had seen in the sky above the nameless city. There was that one rainbow ring. It is curious that the path inside here is instead using the starless boxes, for lack of a better name. But parallel areas were definitely a thing back in base PSO2, and the only difference is back in base PSO2, it was always just familiar enemies that we came across in there. We never saw alternate versions of ourselves or other characters inside of those. So this is definitely interesting.
Lucia.
Huh? Oh, me? It feels kinda weird, being called by a name, I guess.
Then I guess we'll just have to say it a lot. Lucia.
Oh, come on. You're being silly. Aren't we in a hurry, anyway? We need to move.
And gotcha, Rooks. Definitely thank you for the etymology on that. Research team checking in. Damn it. The comms are still down? We've been attacked by numerous starless. It was likely an ambush. We were separated during the fighting. If anyone sees this, be careful. This wasn't a chance incident. Strange. 3 of us fled our attackers, yet somehow there are 4 of us. Hey, didn't you get taken out in that attack just now? How are you here now? Wait, you're... Everybody run!
What the heck? What happened with the research team?
I had thought maybe they were in some kind of stupor or delirium. But if that data pod is real, then...
Something posing as a team member attacked them?
Let's keep moving. We need to find out what happened to them.
Yep, definitely. That is one of the emergency codes that would come up during free field exploration. Good memory on that, Rooks. I saw it. I saw that person summoning the Starless. Something posing as one of us attacked the squad. I don't even know what to believe anymore. If this is a dream, I hope I wake up soon. Everyone is already gone, and I don't have long. Now even I'm going crazy. I'm starting to see things. There's absolutely no way that crag from Ritem could be here.
Do you think that could be Raw McQueed?
I've been thinking. This desert looks an awful lot like Ritem the whole time we've been here.
This is something that was identified by players long ago.
So, if this something that attacked the research team was somehow mimicking them, then isn't it also possible that this place might be mimicking Halpha too?
You mean the Altar Realm is kind of like a copy of Halpha? Something like that.
It's pure speculation. But if it's true, it would explain why this place is so much like Ritem.
Not to mention, a lot of the terrain for Halpha is basically just mass-produced thanks to the Photon Zol that we can see inside of... Oh, we can't find it in the sky here. Huh! But yeah, inside the seal.
But we'll need to push a little farther to get to the bottom of this. Let's get going.
At least I don't think we can see it here. Should be over in this direction, I think. You know, it's being blocked by the other stuff around here. If it is. Wow, you're not going to attack me now as I'm charged up?
The research team members?
No. Are we already too late?
I'm sensing something. Look out! Incoming! Get ready!
Trial start.
Got one more of its jets to get down there. There we go. Photon Blast. And the follow-up.
Success.
Is it over?
No, not yet. Look over there.
Well, well, what a surprise. You did even better than I thought. Then again, I guess that's why they call you the Guardian.
That's... Wait. There's no way.
Those mannerisms are awfully suspicious. I'll hold my judgment for a moment, though. Who are you?
I think you already have an idea.
Are you the one who killed the entire research team? But why?
Oh, don't make such a scary face, little Ina. As your reward for making it this far, I suppose I'm obligated to show you the truth. Well, what'll it be? Do you dare attack your commander?
This can't... Is this really you, Crawford?
No. This thing is a Starless.
Starless?
I'm certain of it. This bad feeling. It's the same as when the others attacked us.
Well, aren't you clever? You're very interesting. We'll put that aside. The time has not yet come.
Wait! Who the heck are you?
Good question. Why don't we call me Alter Crawford? No need for you to worry. The plan is already in motion. We'll have even more fun before long.
He's gone.
Alter... Crawford?
Elmer, actually.
I'm so sorry. If only we had somehow been able to get here just a little sooner.
Not that it's any consolation, but the Starless killed them. Not you.
Yes, I do understand. But it still hurts.
It does. But now we know. The Alter Realm is not simply some strange, unknown place. A place modeled after Halpha for some unknown reason. With enemies posing as our friends and acquaintances.
Wasn't that guy saying something about some plan being in motion?
Yeah, we're not done here. In fact, it looks like we're just getting started.
We should report in about this. And, Rooks, that's actually a good thought. I was actually thinking more along the lines of Luther, but it could be either, potentially. It could be a photoner we're dealing with. But again, it comes to the question of, okay, what's the real... No, that's not the way to put it. Yeah, I guess this really comes down to the question of where did the Starless come from in the first place? And why did they attack everything, including the Arks? And why were the Arks unable to defend against them? We know that they had fallen to basically not be as powerful as they were 500 years later. But still, if this kind of a threat came up, what exactly happened in the past? Anyway, we should report in about this.
Indeed. The research team, the imposters. We have lots of new developments to report.
Let's really go home. To our Halpha.
Now, we've already gotten a to-be-continued screen here, so that is an awfully quick chapter in that case. Let's, just take a quick look at the map, just to make sure there's nothing else, like a mini-episode or anything, that might have popped up. Or just a small conversation. Yeah, that's true. Plus, we don't know what ended up happening if there ever was an anti-photon group. Nothing in Aleo. Nothing in Kavaris, and lastly, let us check out Skia. Yeah, there are no markers on the map whatsoever for any additional content here for the story. So, yeah, that is basically it then. Definitely a short chapter. I'm kind of surprised they actually made it this short after such a long wait. You know, it being over a year, basically, since the last chapter came out. Obviously, a whole bunch of questions, the least of which being, are you going to attack me? Or are you going to sit there? Okay. They're being nice right now. One question that comes to mind. Supposedly, our own characters came out of nowhere. Is there any chance that our own character, being the silent protagonist that they are for the most part, any chance they're also from this altar realm? I know that sounds strange, especially considering the Matoi scene that we saw in the prior chapter. But who's to say we aren't playing a clone of ourselves? Now, if you ask me if this was the plan the whole time since the start of the game's development, I would say absolutely no. But obviously, it's definitely a thought that has to occur at this point, given everything else that's in play now. There's also the question of, okay, if if there are clones in play, then the other thing becomes the fact that we know of a Dark Falls that can copy people. And that was Dark Falls Theatra. So I wonder if they might finally be trying to merge the stories of New Genesis and Edola Phantasy Star Saga together. The question becoming, does that make this game a prequel to Phantasy Star Saga? Edola Phantasy Star Saga? I don't know, but it's definitely something that needs to be kept in mind here for all this, given that basically through the method that that Theatra was able to pluck people out of their own universe and ended up on Vandor, it's definitely a possibility that's in play now. Granted, none of them had the starless blocks around them, from what I can recall. So that might be the one thing that kind of disproves that idea. I'm just trying to relay everything that I can kind of think of that we've seen that could offer an explanation here. And those are at least the ideas that are coming to the top of my head in the immediate moments here. And that's why I did this stream live tonight. I wanted to give you my live reactions, my initial thoughts on everything. This is definitely an interesting direction that they're taking things in. It's just a question of where are things going to go from here. And honestly, I hate that we're not getting more than just this here today. Just because of how short it was. I would also ask the question of how did they clone Crawford? If he's been on Halpha this whole time. Is it just something where they need to visually see someone? Or is it possible that they got the data from what was available in the seal? Yeah, your chat came up almost at the same time that I said that there, Rooks. So, yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. The next chapter is apparently chapter 9, and that is 4 months away from now. And yeah, we're gonna see where things go from here. Who knows if we might see other familiar faces in that chapter. But Sega definitely level set about this being the start of something new, rather than it being a complete story. And then, of course, there's the question of what does the new character have to do with all this? Are they themselves a Starless as well? We will have to see. And yeah, 4 months is still unacceptable, especially considering the rate that we got story chapters back during PSO2's production. I'm not talking about the global servers. I'm talking about back in with the Japanese version. Story chapters generally were 2 months apart. So, yeah, hopefully, I don't know. They've at least been putting a little bit more into the more recent missions that kind of tie into the story, but not any kind of direct messaging about it. And the other thing I think we can say is that person that was stealing the truck from the Arcs during the Christmas time, I want to say they're probably not related to all of this. But back when they first did that, that could have ended up being like one of the first hints that something was going on. But that's the end of Chapter 8, and that brings us to the end of this stream. So, with all that said, Thank you for joining me today. This is Prince Brightstar signing off. I'll catch you next time.